Hey, there we go. Okay. Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. 1 second. I feel like I need this for this video. So, okay. Alright, now we're good. So, welcome back. Well, I figured this would be our video of the overall 2025 season, racing season, how it went, and what we got in store for 2026. So, our racing season for 2025.
Well, we're waiting.
Yeah, about that. Wasn't a long season. It was a non-existent season. We went out a little bit with my brother's car, at least once, where I took his car out the, what's he calling it now? He changed the name on me. Changed the name. Called it the caution cone. Pro Mod Pumpkin. The Pro Mod Pumpkin. And if y'all would also maybe go give his channel a like, which I'm not sure, he's got like one video out, I think, for it, or a little short. But go like it, I'll put it here somewhere. Anyway, so 2025, it was more of a, I was just a pit crew guy for my brother most of the time. As you can see, 2 Valve is still here. It's not going anywhere. Beginning of the season, you know, we had hurt things in 2024. Got the car, started to get ready, get the motor ready for Texas 2K 2025. And actually we had a massive loss in the racing community. RIP, TJ Bailey, El Prepe. Love your brother. We miss you every day. But we tried to scramble to get the Just 2V ready. We didn't have it ready. We got the motor stabbed in and everything. It did have a miss. The transmission we had, which was borrowed at the time, a C4 from my builder, just wasn't happy. It was middle of the week for Texas 2K, and you know, I just shut it down. So that happened. So, you know, we kind of waited on the transmission. It took a little bit of time, which, you know, it's fine. You know, this is a hobby lifestyle thing for me. This isn't my everyday thing. So, you know, I wasn't sweating it too much. Plus, also, you know, like I said in previous videos, I had a new little pit crew member coming to the family. My son was actually born on December 3rd. It was a wild experience for my poor wife. Shout out to her because she went through hell and back. But both are doing good. Both are home now. Mama's home, baby boy's home. And our older pit crew, Eleanor, she's doing good too. But that was a lot of 2025 and why I didn't race. Why I wasn't pushing to get the car done, this, that, trying to make races because family was first. But I was hoping to let off the button maybe by the end of this year after my son's born, maybe just a test and tune. We've got transmission back, got stabbed in, as you've seen in previous videos. Like, the car made a little over 800 horsepower. It still had a miss. So we knew it was down on power. So it needed a full valve job. Yeah, I think we did full valve job if I'm remembering right. We actually had like, I think 4 or 5 that were tulipped or bent. So just years of abuse. Actually, those were the, no, I don't think those were, I'm not sure if those were the same ones. So had to do a valve job, hindsight's 2020. Should have done it when had the short block done, but it's kind of a funds thing. It happens. So we got the valve job done on the heads and everything, got it back, put it on dyno, making a lot more power, but it was still a little bit down power, or it wouldn't make any more boost. Well, we have now assessed that valve springs are needed. Again, hindsight's 2020. Again, budget's a thing. It happens. You know, that's on me. I take it. So we're needing to do valve springs. Valve springs are already been ordered. We'll have this car dropped off to have those done. and then we should be able to turn it back up and start making power again. Sorry guys, get over a little junk in me. So 2025 was just kind of a, let's get the car back running, back strong, and let's get back to it. So we'll drop the car off in probably another couple weeks to do the valve springs, and this car will be damn near back to being real healthy. And honestly, like those valve springs that were in the car, like those were the same valve springs from when we first built this motor and the heads and everything. So like 2012, 2013, 14, like it's like 10, 12 years of abuse. So it was probably about time. So, we did a little bit of interior work and actually I've got another video that I think will just come out or come out after this. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. I'm not quite finished up with it, but it's about done. We did some interior work to it, a little lightweight, to make the car a little bit lighter. I definitely learned some things that I'll go back and redo later, but for right now I'm just trying to get the car put back together so we can be ready for 2026. And speaking of 2026, let's talk about the racing schedule, or what I'm going to try to work with. Now, this is subject to change as do weather and family things come up, but I am going to do my best to make all these races. Let's see. Oh, where are we at? Gotta go find it. Bear with me, guys, because I'm lazy. I have a headache. It's been a long couple weeks. All right, so this schedule, I'm just putting this out there from, this is the Texas Motorplex in Ennis, Texas. The racing schedule that they put out of all the races I plan to try to make. Now, I'll try to make other races at XRP in Ferris, Texas. Maybe some races in the surrounding states, Oklahoma, maybe Louisiana. It just really depends on family schedules, work, all that stuff. All the everyday person's thing. But these are the races I'm going to attempt to make. So, starting in March, So starting in March 8th, I'm going to try to make Import Face-Off. Now, ask yourself, why would I try to make Import Face-Off? Well, in past videos, as you've seen, me and my brother like to go out there because it is a good day for testing. Now, last Import Face-Off we were at, with my brother and the ProMod Pumpkin, it was a little rough. There was a lot of breakage, a lot of things happened for a lot of different people. It wasn't us, but a lot of other people broke, so it really pushed the test and tune guys back. You know what? It happens. It's a race. It's going to happen. You could have a badass perfect race where nothing happens, or you could have a race where everything happens. I don't get wrapped up too much about it. It is what it is. I make sure I take off the whole day. I don't plan anything else, and whatever happens, happens. So, we've got that because we're trying to test, because March 17th through the 22nd is, of course, that's spring break, and that is Texas 2K. This car will make Texas 2K. I'm busting my ass to get it done. I am doing my best. I don't want to guarantee it because I've done guarantees in the past and I didn't make it. And I hate not following through on that stuff. But this 2-valve, I'm going to bust my ass to make sure that 2-valve is ready to go. We're not far from being ready. Get the valve springs done. We've got a few other things that need to be done that are parts off the motor at the moment. But once that's all back within the next 2 weeks or so, this car should be pretty much good to go by mid-January. Car should be bring it back here and it'd be good to go. And once we can test, we will test. So we will have Texas 2K then. Then let's jump into April. We got April 19th. We've got Race Wars. It's on a Sunday. Cool little event. They have a couple of classes. Bigger show car thing. But it's a cool event. It brings in a lot of street car stuff. Guys, I mean, drag racing, it's entertainment too. It's not just the racing, it's also the entertainment side. We've got to grow everything about drag racing. So the kind of spectacle of it and everything. So it's a cool event. I do like to support those guys. Let's see. Then May 9th, we have Street Madness. I actually haven't been to this event. Still unsure if I'm going to go to this event. It's nothing against the event. That's right around my wedding anniversary. We'll see if she lets me go. Well, I'm sure all those jokes will come out for that little comment because she tells me what I can do. Guys, you know, happy wife, happy life, some to that jazz, you know. So we'll see about that one. May 29th and 30th, Streetcar Takeover. Y'all know the deal with Streetcar Takeover. Been to several of them. Had some good luck, had some bad luck. Haven't had, honestly, any good luck in several years. Ever since I went to the semis years back in the 10-0 index class. So, hopefully 2026, we'll start anew with that. All right, let's see. Nothing really in June there. Nothing in July. And let's be honest, June, July. Well, okay. Sorry, I got my screen down here too, and it's flickering on me. June, July, Texas, it gets hot. You know, we'll see how it goes. All right, then we get to September. 18th, 19th, we got the Hood to Hood picnic. I may try to make that. I want to see what all classes they're gonna have because, guys, I do a little grudge race. I'm not a grudge racer. I am not gonna sit here and call myself a grudge racer. Not to say I won't do a little grudge racing. It's not my world. I got all respect for those guys. It's not my world. But it is some cool shit. All right. Let's see. In October, they've got the Stampede of Speed and everything. I know there's a couple of, I think they do some races at the earlier of the week before they actually have the NHRA national event at the end of the weekend. I may try to see what they've got going on. I may try to go to that. We'll see. Now, this is going to be a tough one. October 29th through 31st. We'll see how this goes. It's Texas Radio Roundup. I'm going to try to make sure I'm there. It's Halloween, guys. So we'll see how this goes. I'm going to try to go. See if I can. I got wife, kids, you know, trick-or-treating. We're going to see how that goes. I'm going to do my best to say, hey, babe, let's go to this because they're going to have trick-or-treating and a lot of stuff for the kids. So hopefully I can, hopefully I can talk her into that one. Man, I'm just going to get all this hate for saying my woman runs my life. Whatever. I don't care. All right. Then November 8th, got an import face-off, which, again, it's good testing just for anything. Make sure things are good. And just, I like supporting that event. It's a good time. And then December 5th, the last of the year, the T&E Promotions Streetcar Showdown. I didn't get to make it this year because of, like I've said, my son was being born and a lot of that was going on. Actually, he was being I was in the hospital that weekend when the race was going off. So I definitely wasn't going to go. So that's my main schedule for at least the Motorplex. I'll wait to see what XRP puts out. And then also the main class I'm really going to try to focus on this year, get the car dialed in for it. I am shooting for Michael Pollan and Jimmy Dale's class, the Little Gangsters class, the 530 Index, which people call an Index, whatever. If you don't know the rules for it, it's a small tire, door car, check, off the trailer. I got no problem going off the trailer, and no time slips during the race, and it's a 530 cap. This car sits perfectly for that class, and that's my goal, to kind of float in that class. I've got some personal goals we're gonna make for this car. Hope maybe we'll see them in 2026. We'll see. But the main goal is to get us some personal ETs, and then I want to just run Little Gangsters. That is where I plan to try to live, because to me, that is the people's class. Ever since they came out with that class about 2 years ago, I think it was 2 years ago, two years ago, I've been shunning for that class being the to me, that's the people's class. That is the best thing going in drag racing, because the average guy, and guys, I am an average guy. I will call it as it is. I'm an average racer. I'm a weekend warrior type guy. I have a normal job. But Little Gangsters class, that is perfect for guys like me. And it gives me a fighting chance, even with the guys who have the bigger budgets. So, this video is going a little bit longer than I thought, but I just wanted to kind of give an overview of how 2025 went. Not a lot of racing. It is what it is. It happens. Some years you just have a down year. But 2026, we're going to come back out with a vengeance, and we're going to turn this bitch up and see how it runs. And then 2026 to 2027, I got some other plans I have for the car. So hopefully we can get those done. We'll see. But as always, like, share, subscribe. Hit that bell notification for more videos. Hopefully this next year, everything goes good. You know, fingers crossed, because you never know what happens. Keep this thing in one piece. Motor healthy, trans healthy, family healthy. And we're going to race as much as we can. So, everyone have a good Merry Christmas, a happy holidays, and a safe New Year's. Get home safe. If you're going to go out and have a good time, just be careful. I want to see all y'all at the drag strip as much as possible. So, as always, we'll see you in the next one. Later.